and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have here a pen for review. This is on loan to me from Den at Den's Pens, and I'd like to thank Den for loaning me the pen for review. As you can see here, it comes in this very small form cardboard box with a wax seal, and that's a wax seal of Den's logo. So I think let's remove the lid of this box, and you'll see here you get a silica gel pack. You get a pen pouch as well. Now that box can be recycled, which is something I do like. It's a small form box. Now if I remove the pen from the pouch, you'll see this very, very beautiful, almost neon green pen. And this is a pen called the Gaea. And Gaea, if you don't know, is a goddess, the mother and wife of Uranus. And this is in Greek mythology. So Den actually makes or labels all of his pens after Greek mythology, like a number of different custom pen makers. So if you don't know, Den is a UK custom pen maker. So he has a shop available online and also can commission pens to make pens for you, and also sells them at some of the UK pen shows. Now, this is an interesting model, the Gaea. I do like this a lot. I like oversized pens, and this is an oversized pen both in length but also in girth. This is a thick pen, and I absolutely love this material. And I have to say, I am in awe. I think there's two materials I would love to see this in. One is this one, which is a green and white resin. And then another one would be maybe the blue diamond cast material that he's done in a Zeus, because I think that would look awesome in this pen configuration. So what do we have here? We have a rounded cap finial. It's a little bit more flat, I would say, but it's tapered off around the edges. The pen it tapers into the cap finial, tapers out to about here, tapers back in a bit, and you get an almost seamless thread. I guess the cap is a little bit more pronounced, not by much, probably by a millimeter, if that. The body then tapers in to what would be the cap finial, which is just blank. Now, in terms of unscrewing the cap, you'll see here it has a number 6 size Bock steel nib. Now, Bock steel nibs do not come with a nib width designation, so I believe this one is a medium steel nib from Bock that Den has supplied. Now, in terms of the section, it's a long section. It does actually taper down quite narrow, but then flutes out towards the end. The idea is to stop your fingers hitting that nib and feed and becoming inky. Now, I did think that was a bit of ink there, but no, it's actually part of the pattern as well, just in case you were wondering. Now, I do try to typically stay away from white section pens because they will stain over time depending on the ink that you use. So that's something you do have to bear in mind with a white section. I think it would have been nicer if this had a little bit more of the green blues as a section, but I think the white makes it nice and contrasty. It comes with a Schmidt converter, and these Schmidt converters do just pull out. They're not screw-in converters. I have to say, if I had the option in terms of look, I would say the white section looked really nice. But in terms of practical sense, maybe I'd prefer a coloured section. Would I want a black ebonite or resin section? Probably not. But I think a coloured section, I probably would think that Den would need to use 2 rods for that, because to have that length of pen and cap, you probably would need maybe even 3 rods actually, because this is a long pen. Now, there is a bit of a step down there that you can see in terms of the section that allows you to have the almost a seamless cap and body blend. There are threads there, but you're not going to feel those threads. It is a long section, so if I'm holding it here, I'm not really... My thumb does rest up against this, but it's not sharp on the body, so that's not a problem for me. Now, in terms of can I post this cap? No, it won't post. It's not designed to do so. But honestly, this is a really long pen. You do not need to post this cap. I know some of you do like to post caps, irrespectively whether or not it's short or long, but honestly, you don't need to post the cap on this one. So you might have to find another way of keeping this cap from rolling around on the desk, something like that maybe. So in terms of the length, this is a very, very long pen that you can see here. So I think in terms of the resin, the material, it's a beautiful mix of white, greens and blues there, maybe, and some yellows, I would say. Look at that. Some really bright yellows as well. So this is quite a neon coloured pen. I have to say that this is quite nice, and you can see the blend of colours there. It really is quite beautiful. So I think with that, let's do a size check, we'll do a weight check, we'll do a pen comparison, and then we'll do a writing sample. So the full length of the pen, we are looking at 167 millimeters in length. The length of the cap, we are looking at 61 millimeters in length. So that is a long pen for sure. Now let's do a size check of the body to the tip of the nib. We're looking at 160 millimeters in length. So 160, that is a super long pen for sure. So I think let's do a weight check. So the full weight of the pen, we are looking at just under 30 grams in weight. So that's a pretty good weight pen. It's not too light, it's not too heavy. The weight of the cap is just over 7.5 grams. And then the weight of the body, uninked, we are looking at just over 22 grams in weight. So that isn't a bad weight pen, but like I said, it's not too light, it's not too heavy, it's just about right. So I think with that, let's do a comparison with other pens. So from left to right, we have a TWSBI VAX 700R in the Iris. We have a London pen company Christopher, and this is in Caramel Erinoid. We have a London pen company Christopher 15 in Primary Manipulation 1. We have an Atelier Lusso Carina, and this is in the Black Ice Illuminite. Another Atelier Lusso Carina in the Diamond Nebula. We have the Dens pens, and this is the Gaea in green and white. And as you can see here, it just won't quite fit in my pen tray. It is a little bit too long, unfortunately. The next pen we have is a Black Robin Pens Iago in the Stardust. We have a Leonardo Officina Italiana Momento Zero Grande in the Sand. We have a Sailor King of Pen, and this is a Lucky Charm. And we have a Visconti, and this is the Chatterley Luxuries Southwest. So I think let's go and do a writing sample. So this is the Dens pens, and this is the Gaea. Now, Gaea is the goddess and mother and wife of Uranus, or Uranus, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Now, this is a medium, and it's a Bock steel nib. And the ink in here today, I decided I had to ink up with a brighter green ink. I decided with Diamine Apple Glory. I did think about maybe putting Diamine Jade in there, but I thought it might be a little bit too light a green. Now, in terms of line variation, this definitely is a Western medium nib. If I push a little bit more, I can get probably to a broad line if I wanted to. It is a steel nib, so you're not going to be able to press much harder than that, and that is pressing fairly hard, I would say. But as you can see from the vertical lines, there's no hard starts or skips. Now, in terms of ink wetness, let's take a look. So this is a very wet pen, and I normally say that if this is an A4 writing notepad, I normally say that if the ink smear goes from the midpoint on the page, then that it becomes a fire hose nib. So definitely this for me is a fire hose nib. What do I like and what do I not like about this pen? Well, I like that the pen has a Bock nib. I like it's a medium nib. Medium nibs are my preference. I like that it's a Bock nib. I like the price point of this pen. It starts from 130 UK pound. I love the material on this pen, and I like that it's almost a seamless cap transition there. Now, what do I not like about the pen? Well, there's nothing really that I dislike about the pen. I think maybe one of the downsides for some of you will be that it doesn't have a clip. I know that typically will factor into a lot of pen purchases. However, I always think that clips can and do take away from the beauty of the material and the shape of the pen. So it's a difficult one to balance. I think Den has balanced this really well in this model here in the Gaea, and I do like this a lot. So for me though, there's nothing that I dislike about this pen. I like the size, I like the weight, I like the girth. Maybe the only thing would be that it's just a smidgen too long for my pen drawers. But other than that, there's nothing that I dislike about the pen. I like the length, and I like the girth, and I like the weight of the pen. So if you want to check out Den, you can check him out. I'll put his website link below. Den's Pens, he has a shop online. You can also commission pens from him, and he will be going to the UK pen shows. Most certainly the London pen shows. I don't know about other pen shows. But if you get a chance to check out Den at a pen show. So that's my review of the Den's Pens Gaea in a medium steel nib. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.